Hi, everyone. Good morning or afternoon, depends on where you're at, or evening. Thank you for joining me today with JIV Athletics for a really cute, easy mini flow just to reground, get into our bodies, and just feel comfortable where we're at today. So I'm going to wait just a second until more people join. Hi. Hello. Who's Jesse, anyways? Nice to see you again. How's everyone doing today? First day back if you're in America after the long weekend, which is always a little bit of a drag, but I actually get really energized because I've had enough time to rest. So today is my first day back doing work and emails, and it's a perfect time to do a little bit of yoga right before my day gets a little insane. For those of you who are joining, hi, I'm Olesya Rulin. I'm an actor and an influencer, and I'm a big advocate for health and wellness and anything that, sorry, that light's really bright. Anything that helps us achieve our very best. I just recently moved to Yosemite National Park, and I have been moving for the last 10 days, and it's been crazy, or 9 days, a lot, like a week. It's been a lot. All my stuff's in boxes, and this is the first time I'm actually getting down on the yoga mat and doing my practice as well. So thank you for joining me. And I am wearing JIV Athletics today, and I've been working with this brand for a couple of months now, and it is my favorite sports bra and athletic underwear, or luxurious underwear, depends on what you want to call it, that I have in my drawer. And the reason why is because I'm wearing the black one today, but this is the same incredible sports bra in the color sand. The reason is because they're tagless, they're seamless, it's made out of this incredibly luxurious material. Here, I'm going to highlight the bra, and you're going to see that everything is sold out, and I'm so sorry. They are doing a massive restock in September, which is this month, so please keep an eye on it. Go to jivathletics.com and you can sign up for the newsletter, and you'll know as soon as their new drop lands. So they are obviously so cool and incredible that they're selling out faster than they can be restocked, which is a good problem. Again, they're seamless, they're tagless, and unlike other sports bras that I've worn before, because I've been practicing yoga for 10 years, I don't feel constricted. Whereas I'm not going to say all the other brands that I've worn, but I just feel like very tight around my center. And then it's like usually the bra that I want to like rip off my body right after my yoga practice or any kind of physical activity. I'm a 32D, so I have a lot to support. And when that's the case, you want to feel supported, like you're not going to fall out if you're doing a downward dog, but I also don't want to feel constricted. And I also love that this bra is a razor back, and as you can tell, it doesn't like cut off right here, so I don't have that fold of skin underneath my shoulder blade that just makes it more seamless and more comfortable to be wearing all day. And that's probably one of my favorite aspects of this bra. And also, it's really breathable. So if I'm get gross and sweaty, it is technologically advanced in that sense. It makes sure that you are breathing and it wicks away sweat, so you don't have to getting sweaty, and worry about maybe there's like bacteria or it's not getting proper irrigation. Irrigation, is that the right word? I guess so. Especially if you're bigger chested like me, you definitely don't want extra moisture because that can lead to rashes and just being uncomfortable. So this sports bra is definitely one of my absolute favorites. And what JIV is known for, other than these incredible athletic bras, is their drum roll camel toe underwear, which I am wearing right now and I'm obsessed with it. I found JIV at a yoga convention called Wonderlust, I think like 4 years ago, and I was really blown away by the product and by the founders who happened to have like a booth at this yoga convention. And I had never seen a product like this. And it was born or invented because the founders found out that women were using kind of do-it-yourself methods to prevent camel toe or frontal rise or front wedgie, whatever you want to call it, to feel more comfortable. And that's actually pretty heartbreaking when you hear that women have been using like cardboard or putting panty liners in and just kind of creating their own really uncomfortable and not breathable option to just feel more in their bodies and not feeling scrutinized by what frontal rise or camel toe looks like, which is kind of heartbreaking, right? Like to me, that kind of sucks to be like, oh wow, like I have to go to those measures just to be comfortable in my pants or my leggings, or to go to a yoga class and not feel like I'm out there for the world to see. Now, there's nothing wrong with camel toe. If you want to rock your camel toe, rock it. Like high five. JIV's all about you feeling comfortable and being your best self. But if you or a friend of yours, your mom, anyone has had trouble with that, and I know it's in like social media all the time. One of the most famous people that talks about camel toe all the time is Khloe Kardashian. She's always like, "Oh my gosh, struggling with it," and especially now that jeans are like cool to have them high rise and those like mom fits where they're really tight, and that creates camel toe because the seam's right there. So what JIV did is they created a solution where you don't have to live with constant camel toe fear. So this is the thong. This is the high rise. I'm wearing the mid rise right now. This is in black, and they created this insane technology. Do you see how thin that is? So this is the back end of the thong, and this is the front. So there's this incredible technology, this cotton little liner. It does not feel like a panty liner or a diaper or whatever you want to call it. It does not feel like that at all. It's so comfortable. It's 100% lookable and breathable. So if you're getting sweaty, you don't have to worry about any kind of bacteria collecting here. It's gynecologist approved, which we want our nether legions breathing and being free and wickable, right? Especially for being in yoga pants, if we're wearing yoga pants, or in running and in constricting kind of sweaty material for an hour, you want to make sure that that area is very breathable. um, Again, and it just solves all your problems. If, for example, I really like wearing light colored leggings for my yoga classes, like baby blue and beige, and like tonal, because that's in right now, all the sand and nude colors. But then you run into the problem of all of a sudden you're like, I have a camel toe in my nude leggings. And it's one thing in a yoga class or at home practicing, but I'm sure as your lives are crazy busy as mine are, before I do like 30 minutes and then I get distracted or I have to do something else or write an email and then run out the door and hang out with my nephews, and I don't change out of my leggings because why would I? They're comfortable. But then I look down and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have camel toe at the grocery store with my neighbors. Awesome. So JIV is all about you being comfortable and feeling the best that you can at any given day. So if you feel like you want a little extra support, and make sure that your camel toe is not making like a front row appearance, get some JIVs. And I'll show you these ones as well. So this is their brand new color. It just launched. I know it's sold out. I'm so sorry. So just go to their website, jivathletics.com, sign up for the newsletter. You'll know exactly when the next drop is going to land, and it's going to be in September, which we're already in. So you only have to wait for like a second longer. And this is the coffee color. And I know my light in my house is so bright right now, so I'm so sorry, guys, but it is the most luxurious brown. So pretty. And this is the mid-rise thong. Um, and I love it because I like high-waisted things, because usually all my leggings and all my denim's high-waisted because I'm pretty petite, so I'm trying to like elongate my body. But the mid-rise is great too for anything that's a little bit more like demure and it's not too high up. I like to wear them underneath dresses or anything that's really sleek, because since these thongs are seamless, it just glides with your body. And unlike other thongs that you've tried before, they're like, oh, these are seamless, and then they end up rolling up on your hip anyway, and you're like, the whole point is to not see my panty line. These don't do that, I promise. They just sit really tightly on your body without constricting, and I don't have to think about anything rolling up or having to adjust something midday. And again, it's got that really beautiful, extra thin, breathable liner right in the front, prevents camel toe all day. underneath your jeans, your leggings. So I'm wearing little biker shorts today. Dun, 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 dun. Well, as I fall over. And these are really thin. They're made out of cotton. So usually you would definitely be able to see my frontal rise. But because I'm wearing the JIV mid-rise thong, you can't. And it's so comfortable. I'm going to wear them the rest of the day as soon as my yoga practice is done. And I just feel more supported and comfortable in my body. It's kind of nice, especially if you're running around and are busy, which we all are. Just taking that extra amount of stress away. Like, you know what? Even if I'm wearing like athleisure, I'm appropriate in all scenarios. It just takes your day to a new level. Because for me, like with biker shorts and this little sports bra, I can throw on like a little blazer, like a linen blazer, and some really cool all birds, like organic sneakers. And then it's kind of a look, and I look more professional and pulled together without having to fully change. But that's not the case if I have frontal rise. Then it's just like, whoa, that's a different vibe. Nothing against that vibe, just not my personal vibe most days. Okay. Well, now that we talked a little about JIV and we've got about 15 minutes, I'm going to just talk you through a really easy, gentle flow that you can do in 15 minutes at home on the floor of your living room like I am. All right, I'm going to move the camera back just a tiny bit. Hi, guys. All right, well, I have my yoga mat down here. So the first thing we want to do is just kind of warm up our spines because we've been sleeping. Some of us, like me, are sleeping with our partner and our dog in bed, and they're making all kinds of shapes, and I got no sleep last night, so I want to make sure my spine is warmed up and kind of fluid, and getting some movement back in there before we jump into like a downward dog and other like plank positions. So what you want to do is you want to be on all fours, and you want to engage your core and make sure that you're supporting your lower back by engaging your front and making sure all of this is straight. You want to have your elbows over your wrists, and instead of having your hands directly like straight like this, just rotate them a little bit so your thumbs are more pointed forward. It just gets a different position for your wrist and causes less pain. And you want to make sure that your hips are over your knees, like so. And again, engage your belly. And then on a deep inhale, you want to inhale and arch your back all the way up, like so. I hope you can see me. And then on your exhale, as if someone punches you in the gut. And this is called cat-cow. And you just want to take a second and warm up your spine. And make sure that with every exhale and inhale, you just check in with your body and see how you're feeling, which muscles are sore, if you're holding tension or stress in any specific area. And breathe into that space and then let it go. And you can do your cat-cows more aggressively, and that depends on what kind of practice you're taking part in and where you're feeling that day. In the morning, I tend to do mine very slowly, so I can really articulate all of those expansions and contraction of my spine. Even just that, if you do that for 30 minutes, it's a game changer. You're like, okay, like, whew, things are moving. So now that we've done cat-cow for a little bit, I love this exercise, and it's called Wagging Your Tail, and I had a really incredible yoga instructor in LA teach me it. It looks so silly. So we're going to start in the same position. You're going to have your shoulders over your wrists, knees over your hips. Let me change this yoga mat so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. And it's really funny, and it looks super silly, especially if you're in a yoga class. And what you're going to do is be like a puppy and just wag your butt, wag your tail, and then incorporate your spine with it, and then incorporate your neck. And what this does, it just kind of gets you flowing. And especially with all of our busy lives, we forget to be in our bodies. And this is just a silly way, like dancing in your living room, that instantly engages all of your muscles and puts you back into your body. So wag your tail, wag it, wag it, wag it. Get a little bit more fluid and everything flowing. So once you wag your tail, you're going to start back in that beautiful position that we've been in, tabletop, I guess. You're going to start going from side to side in these circles, and you want to put weight on your right and left circle hip and just kind of like see where it's sore. So for me, I have an injury in my right hip, so I really tend to like lean into the right and just allow the weight of my own body to massage these areas before we start exercising them. But you just want to do circles, and if you want to extend forward, you can. Use your neck, switch it up, and go in one direction, and then switch up and do the other direction, because we tend to be very one-sided. I know what I do. I favor my right. And then slowly roll up. Oops. And even just those 3 really quick exercises, what that took us 3 minutes, you just feel so much better and more alive and in your body. Oh, hi. See, we're about to do a downward dog, and my little dog's like, hey, I want to do yoga. All right, so now that we're all gooey and moving and feeling our blood flow, we're going to do our first downward dog. So make sure you plant your hands, you plant your feet. I should back up for you guys so you can see me a little bit better. Bear with me, guys. Again, like I just moved to this house like 10 days ago, and I'm figuring out what the best aesthetic for you guys is and how you can better engage with me in this space. So, okay, there we go. Downward dog. You've seen it hopefully a gazillion times. Hi, JC Shabi. Hi, welcome. I think I said your name wrong, obviously. But hi. All right, so we're going to do our first downward dog. We want to take it really easy. Again, make sure your hands are not like directly straight. Just rotate them a little bit. It's better on your wrists and your shoulders, and you're just going to really easily kind of come up, shake your head a little bit, create a little bend in your knee, and just pedal out your feet. Again, engage your core, because we don't want to like dump our belly. We want to keep it nice and tight, support your lower back, and just pedal it out, because we are tight this morning. Ooh, I don't know about you guys, but I have been not on my yoga practice, so everything is a little struggle city this morning. And you want to bend your knees a little bit. I like to bounce and kind of just release some tension, and then just kind of flow a little bit. Now take a deep inhale through your nose and a deep exhale through your mouth. And drop your heels down and really enjoy that stretch. Make sure your shoulders are not up in your neck. Relax your neck and rotate your shoulders down your back. So there's space between your neck and your shoulders, creating a beautiful line, but also you're not going to get knots and bends and twists. Now, if you're hyper mobile like I am, I'm a little too flexible, try to create like a 10 to 20% bend in your knee, whereas I overextend my elbows and my knees naturally, and that just leads to long-term damage later. So just create a little bit of a bend. And now that we're in downward dog, you can just rotate forward. Oh, can you see me? And get into your plank. And you can just hold this for a little bit. Here, we'll do that. And make sure again that your wrists and your shoulders are in alignment. There we go. And just hold this. And if you can hold plank for even like a minute and a half, it engages your entire body, your core, your arms, your abs, your butt. Make sure you flex your tushy. Make sure to have your belly engaged. It's also really hard to talk and do plank at the same time. And then relax and go back into downward dog. Whew. So I'm like, okay, we're done. We've accomplished it all. Now that we're in downward dog again, just slowly pedal out your feet. And I love to open up my hips in the morning. So what you're going to do is you're going to pedal out your feet, raise one foot, and just open up like that, just to get some of that flow in your hips. And again, JIV Athletics, guys, no camel toe, so I don't feel embarrassed doing a hip opener on a live to the world with you. And you want to switch your legs and do the same. And just kind of get some space. Especially as women, we are so tight in our hips. It's where we hold all of our stress. I think anytime we can hit the mat and create 5 minutes of alone time for ourselves to release any anxiety, any stress, the world is just better for it. So yes, ladies, hit the floor, get a little stretch on, throw on some JIV panties. You won't have a camel toe, and let's go change the world. All right. Oh, I feel so much better. Another one of my favorite little stretches is pretty simple. I don't know why I don't do it more. You can sit cross-legged, and you just want to take a big inhale and put your hands up. Again, engage your core. On your exhale, guide your hands down. Put one, like this is my left arm, so put a little weight on your left arm. I don't need you to really get in there, but just enough to engage. And then put your right arm up and just slowly bend over. And this is all I can do because I'm stiff. But it just creates a little stretch on that side body, your ribs, and make sure that when you're doing it, you're not here and you're not here. You're just going straight back as if there's a wall in the back that you're just leaning against and guiding on this way. Again, make sure your shoulder's not up in your ear. Kind of rotate it back on your back of your spine. So it's a pretty line. And this, for me right now, is stretching my shoulder, my rib cage. Oh, I feel so good. And then you want to switch sides. Woo, this one's worse for me. Way worse. Oh, there you go. And then what you want to do eventually is just go from side to side once you get a little mobility and fluid movement. And since most of us now are working from home or even commuting or driving or have a baby strapped to us, so you're using both hands, but there's a lot of movement this way in our society, a lot of concave movement. And anything that can help us open up our chest and open up this space of our body is so vital, because all these muscles get like tight and we feel soreness and then our shoulders hurt. And so we need to just really be cautious and aware of just opening up our body. A, your posture's way better. B, you look just aesthetically more open and inviting versus this, clearly. Like, what does this say? I'm depressed and tired. Different vibe, right? And long term, we just don't want to walk around with a big hunch in our neck. You know, that's not cute. So let's just take better care of ourselves. And as you've noticed, I'm wearing my JIV bra. I feel super supported. I just did downward dog. I did a hip opener. I'm a 32D. It's a lot over here, and nothing is bulging out. I'm wearing a size medium. And my favorite part, again, is it's a razor back, and I don't have that fold. There's so many of my bras have that weird fold, and I can just like feel it getting like stuck in different positions, and I'm like upside down or doing like crow, and it's just like awkward for me. And by no means does that make like it's fine if you have a folder. I just don't like it. So if I can find a product that keeps that from happening, it just makes me more comfortable in my flow and my exercise, and I don't want to feel uncomfortable while I'm already working out and just uncomfortable by nature, because I'm asking my body to move and stretch. So check out the bras. They're going to be available this month. So go to jivathletics.com, sign up for their newsletter, and as soon as the drop happens, get this bra, get these panties into your life, into your friend's life. They're so comfortable. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Obviously, that's why I'm here with you in my living room. Another one of my favorite stretches to do, and it's also really simple, and it helps with really tight hips. Again, I feel like all women have insanely tight hips, especially now with everything that's going on stress-wise. So you want to sit cross-legged again, and you just want to rotate forward. When you rotate forward, remember how I was just talking about opening up your chest? So open up your chest when you rotate forward, and then kind of concave when you go back, and open and concave. And you want to do like 5 to 10 circles in one direction, and then you want to rotate. And I can feel this, oh my goodness, in both of my hip joints, in my lower back. And what I love to do when I'm doing exercises that open up my hip is really just engage with my body and see what parts of me are holding extra stress, see what parts of me don't feel as connected as they should. Maybe like I had a bad dream, or I have just, life, work, boxes, moving stress, and I tend to hold it in my shoulders and in my hips. So it's a great opportunity to breathe in positive intentions and then breathe out all the things that you don't want to keep in your life anymore. Oh. And then one of my other favorites, it's pretty basic, you can do it anywhere, is either you want to stand on hips like that, hips over your knees, and I just like to interlock my fingers behind my back and just stretch out my shoulders. Drop your shoulders and then just straight forward like that, and just stretch out your shoulder blades. And for me, that stretches all the way through here. If you can only get here or here, that's totally fine. I don't expect you to get your wrists that high. Or you can place one of your hands on your ankle and just stretch like this and just open up. Again, that front of your body. And if you're a badass, like all my yoga teachers, you can do this for longer than 5 seconds, but I really can't. And that opens up your chest, your lower back. It kind of gets everything moving. Come back really slowly so we don't shock our body. And that is some of my favorite, really easy, quick, I have 15 minutes on the floor before everyone bothers me, workday stretches. Again, I'm wearing JIV, guys. I'm so sorry it's sold out. There's nothing worse than being like, oh my gosh, you have this incredible product, but you can't have it. That was not my intention today, but everyone loves it. So that's why it's sold out. But go to jivathletics.com, sign up for the newsletter. They're about to do their new drop. Check out the new coffee color. It is absolutely stunning. And then I'm wearing the black sports bra, but they also have it in this beautiful sand color. I'm wearing a medium up top because I'm a 32D. And in the thongs, I wear a small. In both the high rise, which I love wearing under denim, or any of my workout leggings. And I love the mid-rise as well, if I just want a little bit less fabric. But again, they're tagless, they're breathable, they're gynecologist approved. Your frontal region is going to be breathing and wickable. You don't have to worry about sweat. And you don't have to worry about camel toe. So you can wear them all day, running around, living your life, feeling supported, comfortable, and taken care of. I think that's what we all want, right? And the bras are super comfortable, supported without feeling constricted, which is my main goal. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and that you feel in alignment with your highest selves, that you feel that you can accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish, and I hope that you stay safe and take care of each other. Thanks, guys. See you soon.